We do have our first question from Laura. Does SkyPostal integrate with Shopify? And what are the best practices can sellers adopt to optimize delivery times, enhance customer satisfaction, and avoid penalties in the Latin America market?
That's a good question. First of all, we are integrated with the Shopify. So if you are using Shopify, you can integrate with us and you'll be able to print our final mile labels from origin, which means from your facility or from wherever your fulfillment is done. As far as what can you do to avoid having challenges, number one is properly declare your goods and provide very detailed good descriptions of what's being sold. Number two, and this is a must, you must have the CPF number. The CPF number is the ID number for the individual in country. You cannot clear customs without the person's CPF. So the good news is that on the Amazon checkout, that is already a required field. So clients, when they shop, they know they have to put in their CPF in order to be able to ship it to Brazil.
Another question from an anonymous person. Can SkyPostal help us figure out the taxes and duties ahead of time so there are no surprises when customers check out?
Absolutely. We have an API-based calculator that can give you an estimate on the duties. And obviously, anything that we provide you, we will stand behind. So any duties that we transmit to you, so long as the product is properly declared, we will stand behind and guarantee.
Awesome. We have another question. What is the recommended pricing that is recommended for sellers on Amazon? Should we be including taxes or is it included by Amazon in sale?
Yeah, so for the PRC program, you don't have a choice. It's a requirement. All sellers that sell on Amazon.br must do it through the PRC program. And in the PRC checkout, you're going to see the duties and taxes calculated and collected at checkout.
How to declare to ship perfumes? Is there a limitation or restriction?
The limitation is $3,000. So there is a limitation on products. I hope no one's sending a $3,000 perfume. I'm sure they exist. I can't imagine someone would pay that much for a perfume, but I'm sure there are people that would. But there is a limit per shipment of $3,000. That's the value shipment. Other limits might be on other products as far as limits on whether a product is legal to be sent into that country. They are restricted goods. So you should, if you have any doubts about what you're sending, you should check with us to make sure that it's not a restricted commodity.
And here's another one. What's the typical shipping time from the US to Brazil with SkyPostal? Is it faster than other carriers?
We have positioned ourselves as an alternative delivery service. We are an alternative to the very expensive express carriers and the very unreliable postal services, such as the USPS. The express carriers are going to be able to deliver your product in 48 to 72 hours. SkyPostal, we aim to deliver your items between 4 to 8 days. Now, that said, there are some regions. Brazil is a massive country. There are some cities and states that will take up to 15 days to get delivered. And that is very normal considering the size of the country. And these are for very rural areas. But if you're talking about the state capitals, we're going to deliver your product between 4 to 8 business days.
And then we've got a bunch more. How long does it take to ship the goods from US to Mexico? We just did Brazil.
Oh,
so.
Okay. So first of all, our headquarters are in Miami. We have partners that are throughout the country that can receive products and ship them to us. But for the Amazon sales, what we have been doing is we have been helping to arrange shipments directly to Miami, whether it be via UPS Ground or some other similar service that helps get your products to us. We do also give the smaller sellers that don't have a lot of shipments to consolidate the ability to create a USPS label and send that product to us as a single piece item that once received in Miami gets scanned in and we will apply the final mile label. As far as the time to Mexico, was it a delivery question? Delivery time, transit times, that was a question?
Yep.
It's pretty much the same as Brazil, probably a little shorter, 4 to 8 business days to deliver into Mexico from Miami.
Perfect. Are shipments sent by sea or air?
Everything's by air. We do not do anything by sea.
How does SkyPostal handle lost packages, and what is the timeline for for filing a lost package claim for shipments to Mexico and Brazil?
It's a great question. If there's a lost package, we obviously are going to, we offer our clients the ability to insure their packages. In the absence of insurance, we will reimburse the client for the shipping costs and anything that we can recover from either the airline or the delivery agent that they have as part of their claims process.
Okay. Next, what are the eligibility requirements for sellers looking to participate in Brazil's PRC program?
You just have to be an Amazon seller. As an Amazon seller, you are automatically enrolled. You have the benefit of PRC. Now, if you are a multi-channel seller, it won't apply to the goods that you sell on other channels, obviously. This is only for those that sell on Amazon. So if you are multi-channel, omni-channel, you have to recognize that it only applies for your Amazon sales.
Is this service in your presentation already available?
Of course it is.
And will we be sending, yes, we will be sending this webinar out. We will be uploading it to YouTube as well. And if you have friends, other employees, partners that you think would be beneficial to hear this, we will also be having another one next Thursday. Here's another question. How do you handle returns for sellers in Brazil? Are there extra costs involved in shipping items back?
Yes, so we do offer returns. We have an office in Sao Paulo, so items can be returned back to our office. Once received in our office, we will do whatever our customs ask. So we normally return things from Brazil on a periodic basis, be it every 2 weeks or once a month. We'll send returns back from all of our clients. We consolidate them all. And by the way, sometimes we do ship those via ocean. For the person who asked about ocean shipping, we sometimes send those returns back via ocean only to save costs for everybody. Many times our clients don't want the product actually returned physically because it might not be worth the cost, but they certainly want to know that it was returned and that we can advise them that yes, it was returned and they can do whatever they need to do with the client as far as reimbursement or whatever it is they need to do.
Another question, is SkyPostal ship only for Amazon or direct to customer orders as well?
No, absolutely. We do D2C. So if you want to work directly with us, you can. As I mentioned earlier, if you're an omni-channel seller and you want to be able to sell to Latin America, we can deliver for you, whether it's via Amazon or not. Just realize that if you're not via Amazon, you lose the benefits of the PRC into Brazil. And then you have to go into the process of getting PRC approval, which is a little lengthy. It takes a couple of months, but we can assist you with that as well.
Can I make labels right in Amazon, or do I have to use other software? And if so, what are the options?
You should be able to make your labels right in Amazon.
Perfect. And just to clarify, does Amazon automatically apply the 17% tax, or should we include that in the price ourselves?
That's part of their compliance with the PRC, is that they have to be able to calculate this. So they're the ones really on the hook in the eyes of Brazilian customs.
Are there any special requirements for sending jewelry?
Jewelry, you have to be very careful. Yeah. First of all, you can't send costume jewelry. I don't believe we can send costume jewelry to Mexico. I have to check. I'm not sure if it is to Brazil. But then that definitely is something that has to be insured and we need to be careful with, but it can be sent.
One more. Does SkyPostal let us know if there are delays or issues for delivery?
Absolutely. We have full tracking and online visibility. So you're going to see along the way, you'll know when it's received in Miami, when it left Miami, when it's arrived in country, when it's in customs. If there's a customs hold, if there's a customs delay, you will see it.
We use a Miami address to send parcels to Panama. Sent by air to $65 and by sea $11. How can we get a lower rate?
You can certainly get a lower rate than what you've just said. We can handle we do deliveries to Panama. It's a matter of just getting in touch with us, getting in touch with Christy, and we can discuss the options that we have for service there. Question:
does fashion jewelry need insurance for Brazil and Mexico? But it looks like we're not sure that you can even send that, so we have to.
She means like costume jewelry, right? Is that what she means, or just if it's real jewelry, we can send it. Costume jewelry sometimes poses challenges in customs, but that's something that we will investigate and give a firm answer. I don't want to say no outright.
Does fashion jewelry need insurance? I would assume that's real jewelry then.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it.
Do we have insurance options?
Yes.
One more, looks like, is it common to include insurance price on the listing?
A good question. As a matter of fact, as part of the PRC, since the insurance would be calculated, used in calculating, yes, it would have to be put into the listing.
That was amazing. If you guys think of any more questions, please feel free to reach out to myself. Let me know, and we'd be more than happy to have, answer any further questions, hop on an individual call, whatever is needed. We're here to help you and get you guys expanded into this ever-growing Latin America marketplace, which I highly feel is very good for US sellers. Amazon Mexico, Amazon Brazil. It's a very lucrative market, and you'll be early to market in the US seller penetration, which is great.
And keep in mind that although Amazon doesn't have marketplaces in the other countries in the region, you can go as a direct-to-consumer sale through SkyPostal to all the major markets in Latin America.
And we can assist you. I can answer questions on that as well. Thank you guys for joining the webinar. Again, if you have any other questions, please reach out. We really appreciate your attendance and looking forward to having you guys join us as customers.